I would have just told him, you know, they always have.
Now, if I push this because I have to let people in, I'm still recording now. Okay,
I don't think that's true.
we're recording.
He was trying to sell.
Days like today make you want to get the one out.
Oh, yeah.
Came close, didn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Nothing barcode on it.
I had, I had stopped me to build money, otherwise I'd have probably had it. Gabe said he might be late.
He's already here.
Oh, he made it? Okay, all right.
That's before the.
You tried to do it.
What's next? Give me. What happened?
Christmas.
Yeah.
Say that.
Yeah.
Christmas. And then.
Because I'm on scratch that I'm doing the figure.
I
Howdy.
See it because you can see them things in the pictures. I do too. It's always a crap shoot.
That was a nice spring day in Bloomfield. Crazy.
One more tomorrow, then back to reality.
Yeah, for the weekend, gonna be damp, I think.
I see some forties next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Shutting up through November in pretty good shape.
we're gonna sneak right into January, maybe.
I'm just trying to figure out what kind of vehicle Santa's gonna have to come get down here, navigate streets and roads and whatnot.
Hi, Jay. Yeah,
One of them.
They say.
the front part. I don't know. It said it's bigger inside. Well, I thought about the business with them. Right. Hello, I really don't work. Unless they're really gonna have. Try to utilize the kind of like network.
Yes.
In order to get in, but we'll give you the food we want to use.
Well, she may have some.
I think that's what's planned. I see what's on Facebook. But then they say it's online ordering and stuff like that, so.
She's got a nice little place where she's at.
I don't know what happened there, to be honest.
That's a high school facility.
Yeah,
Right here, that back.
I've never really been in there other than when she was doing shirts and stuff, and you just stepped into the counter there. I've never been what she ever did to her when she left.
It's like, you know, she had a back room that hold about 20 people.
Yeah.
And people just don't catch on. You can beat there, obviously.
Well, there's a lot of-
Get coffee.
There's a lot of times when I go out there in the morning, seven, whatever, there's 9 or 10.
I did, I forgot to respond. I'm writing it. I'll have it done. I want,
Help anything that I write.
yeah, I called Mark Warren just to get more of the first history of it. So I got that. I wanted to get some of that first.
But I guess it was.
So we had a place to start.
Yeah.
So I started, it'll be done. It's not due till the 15th.
No, there's two. So Earl, Jake and Josh.
I don't have.
I'm not wearing it then.
And actually,
Yeah. Okay, all right.
Hey Larry. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm crossing you. 3 weeks. Yeah, you got 3 cars.
Not very nice. It was least way to do it.
Start your car.
Oh, yeah, you do. Yeah, same first name. Yeah.
That's your year-end bonus there, Josh. That's your year-end bonus there.
Hey, that's a good thing. Good way to start the holiday.
That's what we got in our house.
Oh, nice.
We have,
I used to put dryer sheets in there, and I haven't had them out since. I don't know if the dryer sheets work or not.
You won't be there.
Just 3 or 4 years. Yeah, I've trapped 2 in about 12 or 13 years.
Yeah. Now, my new garage, they're gonna mount Senate.
Thanksgiving was on.
It says you're lying. I said,
Yeah.
here, let me put a peanut butter cracker in there. Just sit there for a month.
Everything's starting
That's
off.
what I did.
We enjoy
You know what he
it.
said? You know what?
I like it.
Still got a porch. to
Yeah,
go.
I popped up on my
But then he said.
memories.
I did say,
With like,
you do know that's
When they- That was it.
That all done.
And
it worked out.
On the deck.
About May the 1st.
So that did was very small.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
No way.
We got lawn chairs.
No, there is. I thought it was just gonna be one of those, kind of like my house on
But
the
it
front.
popped
It
up on
has
my
that
memories of that. I don't know how to share it.
It looks like you should be able to go out on it, but there's no hole. You can pop a window out and climb out there.
Yeah.
How awesome.
You know, I'm taking it back to 1870s.
Pretty well. We had a pretty well down, but it took a lot of work, didn't it?
You got that in your apartment or in your house?
My wife won't let me do it. He said,
I don't know. I
read that,
I don't really know for sure. Because you have to, you have to apply, you have to write in. It's like writing in a place. So like, for the next time some group. Somebody does it.
She's got you, Chief.
I said, all right.
That's nice, isn't it? Really
Yeah,
nice.
last time I did something,
Better than the one that they-
where me
they just
and
took that-
her,
they built
Larry
that
was
over
my
there.
help.
Yeah,
doing
they'll
it.
go with-
So all of us high school parents normally work it.
About it the other day, and I was just remembering it, I was like, oh my
He
gosh.
was the head varsity coach a couple, 3 years ago. Dave.
I just saw you.
Oh, here for a while, now he's over in the tunnel.
They just saw you. Who's that?
Jimmy Keith.
Oh, yeah.
Good to see you back. Remember being gone on me, Rusty?
Hard on.
Being gone on me?
Been
Where did you go?
So.
Elise?
Elise, I didn't even take my wife.
What, how'd you draw that number up?
She went
We
like,
got really lucky. We have some friends.
Remember we had that
House
big
on the
one,
ocean
kept
down there.
switching
So we got-
those are the friends you want right there.
Exactly.
Yeah, what's their name? That's better than beachfront property in Pulaski. Come on now.
Buy a plane ticket, go stuff.
Okay.
Cool.
They knew. It's pretty nice.
You,
With them.
went through their week? Good. 80s, 90, was it still 90?
85, 95.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a dry heat.
Yeah.
That's baloney. 100,000 for real, it's still wet.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Days later, are still wet.
Okay.
A lot of humidity.
Yeah.
It's good for your skin, right?
Yeah.
Think you're good.
How many years now?
Didn't work.
Should have stayed a month.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, my dad just texted me and said it's gonna be a long year. Let me lose.
Well, they're playing, oh, well, yeah, it started at
Let's
6:30.
be losing pretty bad time of speed. That's what that Daryl's getting like that. Yeah, I thought they'd blow them out, but they didn't.
Looking for 20 points. He got some freshmen that are gonna be good.
Yeah. He usually have a pretty good team.
Yep.
I think they're a little down this year. He is a good citizen.
Well, I guess that's. Hey, Wally will be on the phone for his
Okay,
story.
all righty, let's call this meeting to order. I'd like to welcome everybody here tonight. First thing tonight, pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Approve agenda. Second.
Josh,
Yes.
Dave,
Yes.
Don,
Yes.
Earl.
Yes. That,
We had.
Hey, hey, can you hear me? Cause I'm on I called in, I'm on the phone. This is Jennifer.
Oh, goodness, Carter.
oh, okay, we hear you, Jennifer.
Okay, say,
That,
We had chocolate cop on Saturday, went great. Had a good bunch of kids, got to help a lot of families. So that's always a big deal. So then now we're gonna partner with iCare a little bit. We got some extra money left over from that. We had some good donations, so thanks for the community members for doing that. We're gonna partner with iCare. They had a bunch of, bicycles that were requested. So we're gonna purchase some bicycles for the iCare program, donate those to them, to those families. And then our next big project, we got a $2,000 grant from the Davis County Community Foundation to start our Cops, Kids and Kindness program, which I think I touched on that maybe a few minutes ago or a few meetings ago. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna go meet up with the elementary school. Teacher is gonna kind of help us out, give references of kids that have gone above and beyond, done some good things, whatever, being kind to other kids. And then we're gonna have prizes at the law center for them. So we're gonna go to the law center, make it a big deal, give them a t-shirt, pick them up out of class for a little bit, take them out to the law center, let them pick out a gift, and then take them back. So that's something we're gonna partner with the elementary. We're gonna hopefully, good community relations with them, and then hopefully curb some of the behaviors that are going on there too. That's all.
thank you. Jim,
Don't have anything on either front. Everything's going good.
glad to hear. Anybody from the Mutual Center?
No, but Ashley did call today. They have nothing to report because their meeting's not until next week.
All righty.
So either her or Jen will probably write it next week.
I don't know why I looked up. I could have looked at you and said anything.
It's okay.
All right, I'll look at you for minutes.
I would have told you the same thing. Okay, so Hometown Christmas was this past weekend. I want to give you a little bit of data on that. So we had 120 receipts turned in from ladies' night. So that's not 120 items, that's 120 different receipts. For shopping that was done in the downtown for those 2 hours that we had ladies' night. We had 18 businesses that participated in that. And of the businesses that I talked to, they had a minimum of 100% increase from the previous year on their sales. So really good ladies' night. They were all very happy. So that's good. Our event's doing what it's supposed to and bringing people to the downtown. We did have over 20 floats in the parade, which was an increase. I think this is probably our best parade that we've had yet. Lots of people excited to make their floats better for next year. And then people that didn't participate, excited to participate. So that's good. So hopefully next year will be even better. Festival of Trees, we did bring in just a little over $4,700 total. We had 8 more trees this year than last year, so that was a plus. Our trees didn't go for as much, so we didn't have as much of an increase from last year, but we still had a good year for that. So Debbie was here at the end of last week. She was very impressed with the activity and impact happening in the downtown. And she did ask Michael to make sure that Bloomfield is a regular stop. So that's very good for our community that Debbie is here more often. She is the director of the Iowa Economic Development and also the Finance Authority. So her being in our town and being impressed is a very good thing for us. So.
Good.
All right. I'm sure I speak on behalf of the council here, but heck of a job. There's one thing that I've always said is I want to see activities in this town and try to get people out. and you're doing it. So it sounds like that's an event that we're gonna be known for. And, going forward, I guess it'll only get better, and maybe next year Mother Nature will give us this day for our parade. Is anybody on for DCDC?
Our meeting's not till next.
Okay. Consent agenda.
Motion to approve.
Earl,
Yes.
Jake,
Yes.
Don,
Yes.
Josh.
Yes.
Oath of office for Ward 1 and at-large council members.
And there's some small words.
Okay. Yeah, right. Stand up. The regular right? Raise your hand. All right. I state your name.
I, Jake Owen, I, Josh Houston,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
support the Constitution, that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States, and
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
the Constitution of the State of Iowa, and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and that I will faithfully
and that I will faithfully
and impartially,
and impartially,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
discharge all duties
discharge all duties
of the office of Council Member 1
of Council Member 1,
and of the office of Council Member at Large
the office of Council Member at Large
in Bloomfield, Iowa,
in Bloomfield, Iowa,
as now or hereafter required by law.
as now or hereafter required by law.
All right. Glad to have you back. I'm gonna sign here real quick. All right, I'll take those back when you're done. Moving on. Discuss this side on request from resident to forgive sewer charges at 205 South Mass. Wally, are you on?
Yeah,
Okay, I think you got the floor, Wally.
I was just curious if I could get the sewer charges for the water, forgive, since I had to pump it all out. The basement.
Yeah, so we're at his house at 205 South Madison. He had a water pipes froze and busted and pumped the water into the basement. When he got there, I don't recall exactly how deep, but it was very deep. You know, water pump,
34 inches.
24 inches, there you go.
And that froze
34.
already this year?
That's correct, wasn't it, Wally, that the furnace quit and
Oh. You got that?
Yeah, the furnace and the hot water heater both.
you know, hot water heater broke and it flooded the basement.
This break was after the meter?
Yes.
Yes, yes, after meters in the basement, yeah. And was it pumped out? So he had to go and go buy a trash pump to pump the water out. The pump he had wasn't big enough, it was too deep, and he had to go buy another pump to pump the basement out. So that he could fix the water heater, so that he could fix the furnace, because they were both underwater at that point. And pumped out to the yard, back to the sewer, right? Right, it pumped, yeah, this huge trash pump to pump it outside.
Well, we don't even have the bill figured, right? Yeah.
We don't have the bill figured yet. Right now, we know the reading's at least 35,000 gallons. But it hasn't been generated yet because we haven't done bills yet.
Okay. Oh, sorry to hear that, Wally.
Yeah. First being a landlord.
So when will we know what the reading actually is?
Generate bills around the 20th.
Yeah,
What?
Around the 20th.
we'll read meters a little after the 20th. I don't know the exact.
Will it be before the next meeting? Or would it be the first meeting in January?
It's the 21st.
Next meeting's the 21st. We would know by the 21st if you want to know more.
Well, I would ask that the council just table this until the 21st, so you have an idea of what dollar figure you're talking about here.
And make a motion to table this until our next meeting, so we have to talk.
I'll second it.
You able to hear that, Wally?
What's that?
You able to hear what they said?
Not exactly. I heard some of it, but it was excellent.
We're gonna just table it, Wally. We didn't say no, we didn't say yes until the bill was actually generated, to let the councilman know how much dollar figures we're talking here, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so it'll be on the agenda. We'll make sure it's on the agenda for the next meeting. You don't have
Okay,
to
do
do
I-
anything. We'll make sure it's on the agenda for the next meeting. If you want to call
Okay.
in or be present, you can. I
Okay.
think I jumped in before you guys took a vote.
That's okay. Josh,
Yes.
Jake,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
Sean,
Yes.
Earl.
Yes. Discuss and just thank you, Wally. Discuss and
Thank
decide on flow meter options quote.
So this is a meter for the sewer plant down there. It's our what we call the outgoing water. Once it's been through the whole system, it sends the water into the creek. And so it's an old meter. One that we felt like should have been replaced when they built the $9 million sewer plant.
gonna be my question.
And it was not, it was actually pulled from the engineering to save some money. And, here we sit. So it's something we have to have. We have to turn this in as it's either a daily or a weekly report to the DNR, and correlates with what we have coming in. And that tells us how good our sewer system is.
This brings the water to tell them if we did what we were supposed to do.
Yeah, well, it tells how efficient our sewer.
Yeah. I mean, if the ones worth the crap, we're telling them.
Chemicals or residue or something in the
No, this
water.
actually just shows what water is leaving our system going into.
Just a volume measurement.
Yep, it's a volume meter, and, yeah, unfortunately, it's expensive one. I think there was 2 quotes on, this one was 19 that he chose, that he would like to go with, and I think the other was 23,000.
27.
27, okay. I don't have the paper sitting in front of you.
I knew that's correct.
So anyway,
So what's the difference between the two meters, the 27,000 and the?
actually, the 27 was gonna be, if we go to a larger size, pipe outflow. And we talked to the engineers, and Woodruff is the people who did the work on it. They are actually gonna do the work for us at no extra, I mean, that's gonna included in this cost. But they said it wouldn't benefit us to go to a larger outflow pipe. And we did ask that question, and they said it wouldn't benefit us any.
How are we gonna pay for? Is this in the budget?
He's already over on I believe
Yes, sir.
his contract line.
We don't have a choice though, do we?
No, sir.
Don't.
Well, I noticed that the cheaper one, the 19,175, the estimated delivery is 3 to 4 weeks. The other
Yeah.
one more expensive.
And that was also a factor too, Dawn, as well, because we are, that this places us out of compliance with the DNR, but I have contacted them, and as long as we're making an effort and we show that we've ordered one, they will not ding us as long as we're doing all we can to get one put in, and they're okay. We have ability to estimate that outflow and we get it very close, with past record. We've got 2-3 years records of it now, so we can tell them what it should, right there where they're at with it.
How long to install this? You think is pretty simple.
Pardon?
Install it. How long to install it once we get it?
That I don't know the answer to, Don. I can find out, but it shouldn't be long. But like I said, it's 2 to 3 lead time, and it's usually gets your half of that. They usually shoot long on those lead times.
So we need.
Is this an item that you can lease one?
Never asked that question.
Because I've heard of leasing meters.
Yeah, on something like this, I would doubt it, just because it catches much trash, and
Yeah.
it's in a bad location. It's in the ground. It's it's mossy.
There a warranty on it?
No, this.
This is the old.
Well, I don't have the paper at the new one.
course not.
I'm sure the new one will. It does not say on that paper.
Nothing. Well, I don't think it says. No, just talking about the specifics of it, but nothing else.
Sure it has.
But we did contact our engineers, Matt with HR training, and Jeremy discussed it with them, trying to get Woodruff to, they was the ones that did it, and to see if they would help with it at all. And it had been reviewed from the bill sheets. So.
We need a motion to approve.
That's 18,000 cents.
I'll make a motion. We approve the option A water flow meter. Total cost $19,175 plus tax.
Second.
Jennifer,
Yes.
Josh,
Yes.
Don,
Yes.
Jake,
Yes.
Earl.
Yes.
Set public hearing for December 21st, 2023 regarding vacation of Pony Farm Road.
Move to approve setting that hearing.
Second.
Jake,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
Don,
Yes.
Earl,
Yes.
Josh,
Yes.
Set public hearing for December 21st, 2023 regarding vacation of the parcel east of 1007 Morningside Drive.
I don't know if you guys looked that up in your packets or not, but, this, if you remember when we did Woolard's property, there was a parcel next to his and then there's one right next to his neighbor. So we need to do the other side.
Move to approve that public hearing as well.
Second.
Earl,
Yes.
Don,
Yes.
Josh,
Yes.
Jake,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
Set public hearing for December 21st, 2023 regarding easement on number 5, number 6, and number 7 Deborah Drive.
And this is Gayla. We just got some paperwork today. I'm not sure that we're gonna need an easement. I'm gonna probably get my eyeballs on it better Monday. But as a cautionary thing, we're gonna bury some electrical underground. And it looks like we've probably got the easement that we need for 5 and 6. And the property owner of 7 will give us the easement if we're gonna do that improvement. So I'd say let's go ahead and set the hearing. And then Kyle, Monday, I'll decide whether we need to publish or not.
okay.
Motion to approve. Second.
Don,
Yes.
Josh,
Yes.
Jake,
Yes.
Earl,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
Approve special class B retail native wine license for Making Memories Flowers and Gifts.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Jennifer,
Yes.
Jake,
Yes.
Earl,
Yep.
Don,
Yes.
Josh,
Yes.
Approve quarterly payment to Davis County Auditor in the amount of $51,232.50. Quarterly dispatch services for July through September.
So this is just gonna be 1/4 of our payment. We do have a meeting on Monday that we're gonna talk through the dispatch services that we're currently paying for, but I figure we need to go ahead and at least get the first quarter payment out of the way. So do,
Motion to approve quarterly payment.
Second.
Earl,
Yes.
Don,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
Josh,
Yes.
Jake.
Yes.
Approve final payment to McClure Concrete for the pool deck replacement project in the amount of $20,851.04.
Is that pool project totally complete now?
Yep, he's got to, I think, replace, reattach to the sinks. All the concrete is done, the fence is put back in place. Come springtime, we'll put the new, shade structures up, and then we've got to do ourselves, we'll do the cement right outside the bathroom, so it's exterior bathrooms. We'll do the cement from it. We tore that up for another water meeting. That'll get done in the spring and then should be ready to go.
Okay, motion to approve.
Second.
Josh,
Yes.
Earl,
Yes.
Jake,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
Don,
Yes.
Discuss and decide on reallocating cemetery funds to engineer a new road.
Let Larry
we had the funds available, we decided that the best use for these funds would be to pour concrete on the road from Madison between the White Edition and the Wishart Edition east through there. Because that road gets a lot of use. And, we are gonna get started pouring concrete. That's not gonna pour all the concrete in the cemetery, but we need some road improvement out there. I think Jake will agree with this. We're in dire need of some more gravel and road repair out there.
Larry, do you know approximately how many feet that would be? of
No.
concrete?
No, we don't know, but it's gonna run east and it's just a straight shot through there. And that's the best use of our money. If we go down and we make a turn and make another turn, that's gonna be a lot of wasted concrete down there. So if we can do that one project running east, then that road will get started anyway. We'll get the
How much
purpose,
money you got right now?
60,000.
And you're only talking about reallocating funds, correct?
Correct.
From one thing to another.
To another. We had that money available. We had to use it. And we decided this would be the best use of it.
Yeah, Gayla sent me an email asking where this money came from, and I believe it was budgeted.
Yeah.
For the purpose of the cemetery board. And originally was gonna do the columbarium, but we decided as a board that that would probably not be the most efficient use of that money. And, seeing how the roads are getting worse every year, that we start working on the roads versus the columbarium. It probably would be used very little in this community. So, we figured the road would be a better impact on the area.
We may eventually do a columbarium, but at the present time, we're gonna use it for the concrete for the roads. And we don't know how far it's gonna go. $60,000, I don't know how much.
Today's prices, yeah, that's unfortunately.
3 or 4 miles, I'm sure.
When do you think you might start?
Soon as possible.
So there is a little bit of a kicker. I talked to Matt Walker today and I talked through what they want to do. We need to get a rough estimate to see, because if it's over a certain dollar amount, we would have to go out to bid. So we're waiting to see how.
Is he gonna do that for us?
Yeah, so he was gonna follow back up with, Larry to find out exactly what they wanted done and then give us a rough estimate. If it's over the dollar amount, then we'll move forward with the bid process before it can get done.
We can go ahead and decide on this tonight. without having-
Yeah, you can decide on, because we did put the budget money, and the reason it's my understanding that Gayla was asking was because sometimes people leave memorial money for a certain purpose. So we had to make sure we weren't using that if it was already for something, but this was actual regular budgeted money that we were gonna use for the columbarium. So now we'll just repair the road, and hopefully in the next couple of years, we can try to get maybe a smaller one that doesn't cost us much.
I'll make a motion to approve that item. Second.
We're kind of limited on our time here because we don't have much time to get this concrete poured out there.
A lot of companies are wrapping up the season. Yeah. I saw that online. This is the last week that they poured. So might run into some hitches.
Spring is what we're looking at.
But we want to get on the list now.
Sure. Yeah. As soon as possible.
Right.
Jennifer,
Yes.
Jake,
Yes.
Josh,
Yes.
Earl,
Yes.
Don,
Yes.
Approved pay estimate number 3 in the amount of $104,358.55 to Leffler Dirt Works LLC for the South Side WQI.
I'm guessing it's budgeted.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is one of those reimbursable ones. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yep, so it is from the WQI grant. If you haven't noticed, it is 99, I'd say, % done.
Yep.
So,
Looks
yeah.
nice. Make a motion, we approve item 8.
Second.
Earl. Just the, sorry. Don,
Yes.
Jake,
Yes.
Josh,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
Set public hearing for December 21st, 2023 regarding updating ordinances chapters 4, 92, 99, 106, 110, and 111, clarifying Iowa set off requirements.
Sure. So, the Iowa Set Off is a program that when, citizens don't pay their utility bills and they get sent into bad debt, then we send it to Iowa Set Off, and, or if they have fines, like from the police department, and they don't pay them, we can also send those to Iowa Set Off. And then, if they were to win some lottery funds, file their income taxes and get refunds, then this is like a judgment where we get paid back and they have to pay us before they can get it. We do have some different requirements and paperwork that they're making us update. And we notice in these specific ordinances, which are just for the utilities themselves, that we need language in there that states, you know, what is the hearing or appeal process. And, there's different pieces of information out there. There's some on the back of your bill. There's some on a sheet of paper that you sign when you get utilities with us, but this will be something that just stays in there that says, we do have the authority to do this if you don't pay your bill. We need to have Gayla work on putting it all in there for us.
Something to approve.
Second. Second to get there. Thanks.
That's it. Dave,
Yes.
Earl,
Yes.
Don,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
Josh.
Yes.
Public comments?
I'd like to thank all the people who came out to watch the parade. It was a tough night, but we had good participation, and I was pleasantly surprised with the crowd, actually all along the route. It was pretty good, wasn't it?
Had the right amount of snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a great parade. Gotta do a better one next year.
Good.
The same one every year.
Any other public comment? Okay, moving on. Joe.
The only thing I was gonna bring you guys up to speed on, we've been working with Ashley, from Pathfinders in regards to, the WQI grant that we are applying for on the west and north side of the sidewalks. And, if you recall, or I think most of you were here at that time, when we did our SRF loan to build the sewer plant, one option is to take 1% of the interest, and instead of paying it to the Iowa Finance Authority for our loan, we could put it back into our own project here in town, which is why we did that bioretention area by the shop, down by the Columbia shop. But there still is about $500,000 worth of funds left. And so we've been working with her, and she's reached out to the grant people and to DNR and all the important people that make the decision to ask, are we able to use those funds that we're not using for any other project to go towards the west and the north side sidewalks? So it sounds like the answer is yes. And Tammy and I are going to meet with all those people virtual on the 20th of December to get their final blessing, but hopefully that'll free up some money. So like I was explaining to Tammy and Ashley earlier, while it still does affect our budget because we still have to pay the whole like 800,000 or so for both sides, instead of us paying an interest on the loan, we would be able to count that and not have to pay the interest. So I just want to give you an update that on the 20th we'll be meeting. So hopefully we sign or do whatever we need to do to make that happen.
What about that one lamp post that doesn't match?
I don't want to talk about it. Plead the fifth. That's Rusty's department. More than one was missing.
That is
Yes.
Rusty.
As you mentioned, the south side's 99% done, pavers are done. I just got a little bit of dirt work right by, Main Street and then in front of MPA. And set up, we'll hopefully get to set the base possibly tomorrow and work on that. Pool's done, waiting on springtime for that. The highway is under one little square cement to put on the whole highway project. And I'm hoping that they'll get their erosion control picked up before winter really sets in. So we don't have them getting dragged down the highway by snowplows.
Are they gonna come along there like by the bank where they've done all the new dirt work and spray grass again? Or are they gonna wait till?
I can't believe they would do it. I haven't talked to them.
I was kind of surprised they did the other side there. when they did it.
Right, and so I don't know if they'll do that before snow flies or
Okay.
come back in the spring. So that should be.
I have a question on that.
Okay.
Are you saying that the south side sidewalk with the final vibration of the pavers is totally done? No. Okay, because I had one store owner tell me how displeased she was with the fact that it's sticking up pavers at that day.
Yeah.
Were sticking up about
There'll be a
3/16 of
little
an
bit.
inch, and I tried to calm her worries by telling her that we had 2 or 3 more steps to do. And it had to be accepted by the engineer. It has to be accepted by you and by us before we can finally say it's finished and it's good.
Yeah, I was talking to Tammy about it today too. Like IDALS will come down and make sure that everything's right, but in the plans, it actually said to do that because of the settling and stuff
Yes,
that would still occur that hasn't yet, obviously,
yes.
but, it won't look like that forever.
She was worried about people tripping
Right.
as they
right.
go across, and
Right.
I tried to tell her.
Yeah, I think it'll correct itself.
I thought it
It's
was
gotta settle over time.
That's the
Put a
decorated
flush
part
or
of the
something.
sidewalk.
What's that?
That's the decorated part of the sidewalk. You want on the good part. That's the decorated part.
Everybody walk on the pavers, you get them mashed down good.
Yeah.
Right off.
Right.
No, no, no.
No, no.
Oh, no.
The article in
Right
the
across the
newspaper I thought
yesterday.
was very good, but I don't think this lady had read that article because I understood the process that they went through. I myself was a little concerned about how they were doing it until I saw the actual process and the steps they went through.
Right.
And I think we'll be fine when we get it.
Just got, yeah, we just got them and do the retention pond right at the south or the west end of that block.
Are they going-
I think they'll go ahead and put the dirt and the
Is it
compaction materials in there,
Stop
but
that.
they won't plant on fire till spring.
Water
Yeah.
retention pond?
Yeah.
No fish?
Maybe.
It's a bio,
Dogs and snakes.
it's not a pond.
Plan.
It's a bioretention cell. Not a pond.
Yeah.
I just opened it up.
It's not a pond.
Well, I'm not open.
There's no fishing up there.
So,
That'll be the next thing that's in the paper.
Tammy?
I'm all off on the pond. The WQI grant that we did apply for, we will find out next Friday if we make it to the final.
That's the
Application.
other side of the square.
Yep, for the west and the north side, so that we will find out if we make it to the final on that next
what
Friday.
amount was that?
$150,000. And they've pretty much given you and everything. We did get an extension for the south side for the bioretention cell. We got an extension, no problem, and then Cam will come and plant that in the spring. And yeah, everything's pretty much wrapping up on the south side. Talked to Trevor today. They should be picking up their equipment today and tomorrow. But they still have to paint lines and do things, so.
I do have a
Are we
question.
doing that or Baird coming in and doing that?
What's that?
We are, we haven't.
We'll be painting our lines. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
We gotta get it cleaned up. Our street sweeper is down right now, so we gotta get it cleaned up and we've gotta do the patchwork. After the leopards, we'll do the patchwork between the cement and the asphalt before we paint lines. Then we gotta just make the call if we paint them before winter hits, or we wait till spring, just because we paint them and we plow them right off, or they get covered, or we plow them, or we go ahead and put them on. What do we do there? You know, we make that call.
I'd say leave it blank so we can all see how people park like they do at the church. That's great down there. That's good. That's a good amusement down there.
I have a
It'll
re-
stay
I have a
60
related-
degrees, then we won't have to worry about it.
A related question. We had a meeting the same about lengthening the parking spaces to the west of the Main Street building. We have that grass strip there that runs all the way down. Understood maybe we're gonna eliminate that.
Yeah.
Lengthen those parking
That
spaces
will
a little
happen
bit.
till next, at least next budget, probably.
No, that's what I was asking.
You're talking about moving the curb in, you're talking about
Yes,
moving the
yes,
curb in.
Yes, yes.
But the first spot is being eliminated. That decision's already been made.
Okay.
Somebody just needs
And that
to.
was because we was
Take care
illegal,
of that.
we was too close to the
Yes.
corner, we have to be 50 feet back.
But it seemed to be common sense that we lengthen those parking spaces by eliminating that dirt strip that's like, what, 3 feet wide and 40 feet long.
when we
Who
do the
makes that
next.
decision? When do we?
You guys, that would be, well, it actually would be we gotta change this, isn't that in the ordinance for the parking?
So what we thought we would do is put that in that next streets project, because that street has to get redone when we do the square streets
Streets, you're talking about streets.
overlay.
So we can't lengthen those parking spaces until we get, do we do something with the street surfaces?
I mean, you can make a decision before then to do
It
that.
would be, well,
It's just
because
gonna go.
you can't, two-way traffic's very difficult down there with the long pickups that are parked there.
It's gonna take eliminating the curb and pushing it clear to the sidewalk, another 4 foot in, which yes would help, but that's not just a quick
Make sure
process.
that's our call. Depends on whose property that is.
Get that done. Yeah.
That's ours.
The main issue is the semi that sets up there in the street every day.
Tammy, anything else?
That's all I have. Thank you.
Council updates?
I was told to make this short. I'd like to extend an apology to the mayor, council, and everyone in the surrounding community, for actions that I'm taking responsibility for. So.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your head, Josh.
Oh, I'm all right.
You bet. Any other council updates?
Just want to, on a personal note, December 16th, Wreaths Across America, Saturday, 10 o'clock at the Whistler Center. If you're so inclined, we'll be on our ceremony, then going out and placing wreaths. We got enough wreaths coming in this year. Hopefully could do about 3 or 4 different cemeteries in addition to we do here in town. So
Great.
if you're so inclined.
Okay. Anything else from the council? If not, our next meeting is the 21st, but the following day on the 22nd will be our Christmas dinner for the employees, council, wives, girlfriends, mistresses, whoever you want to bring. So make sure you join us. That will be at noon. If you would like to bring something, a dish, just Kyle or Tommy Joe would be glad to write your name down, kind of like, so. Get together at noon, have a nice meal, good talk, see everybody and wish them a great Christmas. So I'll remind you that night before, but you might want to start planning that if you work or taking off or whatever. So that's all I have tonight.
Move to adjourn. Second.
Excuse me, Josh,
Yes.
Jennifer?
Yes. Did you not hear me? Yes. Hello?